1910. The catalyst for Sarasota's entrepreneurial spirit came by way of a train southbound from the windy city of Chicago. A refined and fashionable woman, accustomed to a life of luxury and high society, found herself in the wilds of Sarasota, a place untamed and undeveloped.
Looking at raw land in what is now Sarasota, I think took an adventurous spirit.
She obviously had a very entrepreneurial vision, and one where she could see potential there for business to develop and grow.
In this land, Bertha Honore Palmer sees the promise of a bright future. Its natural beauty and tropical breezes convinced this savvy socialite to immediately invest her millions. In no time at all, Bertha creates an empire. Ranches, land development, innovations. She effectively lays the foundation upon which the city of Sarasota will be built. The winds of change now blowing across this promising landscape. Other influential entrepreneurs follow in Bertha's footsteps, eager to build upon her vision.
That's one of the strengths of this community, is it attracts people that are successful based on its beauty and its ambiance, and then they see how wonderful this community is and they want to help build it even more.
Among the most prominent, whose touch remains all over Sarasota to this day, a man who is in the business of making dreams come true. The man who created the greatest show on earth. John Ringling set out to dazzle the world with his plans for the greatest place on earth. To John Ringling, business was an adventure. He dominated the community because he gave it so much: jobs, fame, an image unique in the world. And like the man himself, Sarasota became larger than life.
And I really think he brought Sarasota into the next century, so to speak. Palmer might have really seen a vision for it, but I think John Ringling probably had the biggest impact on taking it to the next step.
Here, bold ideas were embraced and nurtured, attracting entrepreneurs who would build the city into what it is today. Owen Burns literally shaped the landscape, designing and constructing many of its landmark buildings, roads, and bridges.
Owen Burns, we now have Burns Court carrying his name, was one of the first of those in a great line of developers that built neighborhoods that now are Sarasota.
Sisters, Catherine and Daisietta McClellan, were instrumental in creating several of Sarasota's planned communities.
We all build on the foundations before us, and certainly all those entrepreneurs built on each other.
And there's Frank Berlin, a business leader and passionate advocate for what is the present-day incarnation of the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce.
Post-World War II in Greater Sarasota was a very dynamic time, and Frank Berlin was a role model in the sense that there was nothing, he wasn't all-powerful or omniscient. He was a business person who worked hard, moved his company forward, and in fact chaired the Chamber of Commerce and moved community projects forward. Berlin was a pioneer in really building the more modern chamber, building a broader business base of good quality employers here across the community.
Yes, Sarasota's business pioneers were indeed a remarkable bunch. They thought big, they changed things, sometimes for the whole world. And today's Sarasota entrepreneur stands on these broad shoulders. And what does the future hold for the Sarasota entrepreneur? What kind of person will she be as the Chamber celebrates its 100th anniversary in 2020?
How do we get from 2010 to 2020? Well, we're only going to do it with a vision, and we're only going to do that with a broader collaborative effort.
We need to challenge ourselves as a total community to set the bar high in our Vision 2020 and to come to the highest level of consensus about innovative quality of life, quality of business, quality of jobs, quality of education that we can offer. And we can be amongst the best in the country and the world as long as we work together.
The thing that I think is exciting about our chamber is that we've already had some vision. We have some exciting leadership there, people willing to jump in and participate.
The relationships that the chamber and the business community have rebuilt with the governmental agencies in the area, I think, has been very good too. And I think we're working more and more on how do we foster even better relationships with the neighborhoods and the community as a whole. So I see the chamber doing a great job. Still a lot of work to do, but I think we're moving in the right direction.
And I see people from all over the country, if not internationally, visiting us in 2020 to see how we've done so well, making ourselves economically vital, creating career paths for all people of all ages that want jobs, while protecting our beauty and our environmental assets.
The Sarasota Entrepreneur has come a long way in 90 years, but what a ride it's been. We've become the very heart and soul of the city. We're proud of our hard work, but we promise you one thing: we'll never stop.